Good evening and welcome to our big night here of programming right here on RVN. It is New Year's Eve, and of course, a tradition continues. Omaha here in town to face the Muskies. Well, we all remember last time both these teams met. It was just over 3 weeks ago, right here in town. Muskies, they were down 4-2 with just barely halfway through. With just barely 10 minutes left to go in the third. And of course, they get 2 and 12 seconds in the final 2 minutes, and they win it in overtime. Well, they set to 2 overtime, and of course, they ended up winning it. Let's look at both of these teams. Omaha, they're 4-20-3 on the year. That is 11 points. And then, of course, the City, they're second in the West at 17-8-5-0. That is 39 points. Omaha, they're last in the league. Not really too much to say about them. They're basically irrelevant at this point. In fact, I'm sure if we were to start eliminating teams from the playoffs, Omaha would almost guaranteed be eliminated. But they have had a couple of bright players on the team. Jamison Floyd, he's their team leader in goals, assists, and points. So he's going to be a key factor out there tonight. Now, speaking of other guys in the lineup, we'll start with the starting lineups we'll start with the starting lineup for Omaha and then go through the scratches. So at left wing will be Lucas Brennan, center Justin Stuka, and then at right wing Cam Van Sickle. At left defense, we've got David Posma, and at right defense, he's usually a forward, but tonight he's playing defense. It is Ryan Kusler. The scratches for tonight's game. Omaha, Mateo Picozzi, he is ill tonight. Alexi Kivioha, he is injured. Tucker Shedd, Bobby Cohen, Cooper Conway, he's injured. Chase Cheslock, and Sam Sheets. And Jack Olson too. Those are your scratches for tonight. Now the starting goaltender for Omaha is Lucas Siska. He's in his second year. Played all of the 21-22 season with Des Moines. Played a little bit earlier in the year with Muskegon. And now he is here in Omaha. He's 2-5-0-0 for the year with a 4.32 goals against average and .864 save percentage. Now for the Muskies, obviously. By the way, Omaha has an 8-game losing streak too. I lost my card. I don't know what did I do with? Where's my note card at? Oh, here it is, right here. Omaha, they've lost 8 straight, too. Now, Sioux City, they played Friday night against Sioux Falls. It was just not their game, to say the least. One they'd like to forget. 6-3 was the final score of that one in their loss against Sioux Falls. Although we did debut a new forward on our team, Landon Gunderson. He's in his his third season with the league. He was acquired in a trade with Green Bay for some draft picks. He spent the last 2 years in Madison and spent the first, half, I guess you can call it, of the year with Green Bay. Now, getting the start tonight in goal for the Muskies, A.J. White. He'll be making his first start tonight in goal for the Muskies at home. He's only played one game. He won that one with 3.05 goals against average and a .870 save percentage. Now the lines for the Muskies. We'll start off with the forwards. The first line, Giacomo Martino, Colby Saganuk, and Max Strand. Second line consists of Ethan Gardula, Brian Nicholas, and Caden Shahan. Third line, they welcomed him back Friday night, Riley Brueck, with Landon Gunderson and Tate Pritchard. Fourth line consists of Mikhail Van Tassel, Colin Kessler, and Trey Jeffress. And then all by himself, Easton Jacobs. At defense, the first line consists of Owen Keefe and Ty Hansen. Second line, Finn Loftus and Liam Hupka. Third line, Kevin Fitzgerald and Sam Court. And all by himself, Cole Tumanero, and then the backup still in Silverstein. The scratches for tonight, Jordan Ron, he is out injured. Hagen Burrows, Gavin Gary, you know about those two. Joe Menzies in healthy scratch tonight. So is Alexi Van Hook-Conchero. Dylan Godbout, he is injured. And then, of course, Urban, he's representing Slovakia in the World Juniors. So yeah, but Gaden Shea, and he made his debut back into the lineup Friday night. Oh God. There, we got knocked off the air for a minute, but we're good. Coming up next, the starting lineup and the national anthem.
And your Sioux City Musketeers. And number 64 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Colby Sagerson. At level, Toronto, Ontario, number 22, Giacomo.
Remove your hats and face Old Glory on the east end for the singing of tonight's national anthem by Sioux City's Shady Jensen.
Okay. Okay, hold up. My headset's going crazy here. Yeah, we got knocked off the air there for a minute, but I think we're back on it. I think we're ready to go for some hockey here tonight. I don't know about you all, but I think we're ready to go. AJ White making his home debut. With the team, first line will get the start here. First lines for both the offense and the defense will get things started here tonight. A near sellout crowd is on hand here tonight. boy, it's going to be a thriller here tonight, if I do say so myself. You know, a tradition unlike any other here in the league. So here we go, taking the draw, Colby Saganuk and Justin Stupka. And we're off and underway here tonight on New Year's Eve. Puck dumped into the Omaha zone. Taken back behind the net into the corner. Taken out by Martino in the corner. Now back the other way with it, Trey Scott. Off the boards, Owen Keefe picks it up. Keefe on for Saganuk. Saganuk tipped by Martino. Now Keefe will flip one in on Siska, and he'll cover it up 34 seconds in. Face-off will come to the right of Siska. Taking the draw, Nicholas and Deputy. Deputy wins the draw. It gets thrown into the corner. Lieberman on across for Noah Jones. Jones will flip one down. Loftus picks it up. Off the boards, Deputy tries to keep it in, cannot. Rolls into the corner for Jones. Here's Jones, a shot blocked in front. Now Fredericks will try and get it. He does. Out to Jones. Jones tries to dump it in, but Shahan throws it out to center, where it's taken back there by Fredericks. Here's Fredericks. Gets smushed up against the boards. It's Jones again. Out to the point, missed Deputy. Now here's Nicholas. Gets it on Gardula, in for Shahan. Here's Shahan, drags one towards the net, and thrown into the corner by Siska. Out on front, Nicholas hit the post. Here's Court, on to Shahan. Across Fitzgerald, back in Gardula, dumps one into the corner. Shahan picks it up. Shahan, nice toss out to Court. To the blue line he goes. Court passes one back in for Shahan. Shahan fires one, went wide, rebound, back behind the net. Here's Fredericks. Now Fitzgerald in the corner. Kroll will get it in the corner. Here's Kroll, fires it down, out to the blue line, Court. Now it rolls out to center ice. Fitzgerald picks it up, down there in the corner, on for Court. Here's Court. On now for Brueck. Rolls out to center. Tuminero will have it. Oh, and he is leveled by Kroll. And that's going to draw an offsides.
How many of you are dressed up for the 80s tonight? If you're interested in entering our costume contest, you'll need to give the Marco permit from section 111 on the concourse. 5-minute line for the first period. That's the goal line of the contest. Once again, all costume contest participants, please give the Marco permit at the 5-minute mark on period number 1.
Face-off will come right in front of the Musketeers the Omaha bench. Landon Gunderson and Ryan Kusler at that one. Kusler there at center. I guess he's going to keep switching between offense and defense here, because on the lineup card it has him at D, but he took the face-off there. So, interesting to say the least. I guess there's a shot went wide of White. Rebound, made the stop. Tuminero gets it back, missed Gunderson. Now he'll pick it up. Gets it on now for Pritchard. Here's Pritchard, flips one down into the corner. Kusler around the boards. Kenny gets a poke at it. Now it's Hansen to the point. Off the boards for Brueck. Now there's Pritchard. Fires one wide. Out for Hupka. Hupka fires one. Stop made by Siska. Remember, later tonight at 12:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be celebrating the New Year's. Yes, although it already would have happened on the East Coast, we're going to be celebrating it here in the Midwest. So make sure to join us for that right here later tonight on RVN at 12:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully a little bit earlier than that. But we're going to have fun games and music, shot to win some big cash too, so for viewers at home. So yeah. Here's Hupka with it. He'll lose it. Now here's Nick Pierre, former Muskie, fires one wide off the glass, and it rolls all the way out to center ice. Lieberman picks one up for Jones. On and now off the boards. Here's Hupka. Now taken there by Brady. A shot went wide. Now here's Pierre with it down there. Back behind the net. Kessler picks it up. Kessler fires one off the boards. Taking it there is Jones. Here's Jones. Back across Lieberman. On for Pierre. Pierre flips one in the corner. Hupka will pick it up behind the net. Hupka gets it on to Kessler. Now Jeffress on back for Kessler off the boards. Into the corner it rolls. Kusler behind the net. Now taken there. And Sickle tries to keep it in. He does. Puck taken back by Court. Now on there for Strand. Back behind the net it rolls. For Court. Poked up into the air. Taken Saganuk. Now out to center. Kroll fires one across to Jones. There's Jones. Tipped there by Brennan. Now Loftus will fire it off the boards to the blue line. Strand. Here comes Martino. He could have a break. Martino, but taken away there by Omaha. Now here's Court. Fires one back into the corner, and offsides is called.
If you're looking for a great way to get your office staff together or have a family gathering, then look no further than the Muskies Plan Zones. When you sign up for Plan Zones in sections 171 and 9, so that brings us to catering and drink options. The Plan Zone, that's selection of alcohol, bigger bonus, and exclusively. Check it out.
Oh, I guess there's going to be a penalty. Cole Tumanero's going to the box. Interesting. Face-off will come to the right of A.J. White. Taking the draw will be Kessler and Slies. Kessler wins the draw. They're fighting for it down there in the circle. Stupka then gets it clear around the boards. Now Brennan there at center. Too many men. Oh, God. I hope not. I guess that's what it is. I could see in one of the suites across the way from our broadcast booth, they have Sunday Night Football on. Of course, it's between Green Bay and Minnesota. But the only reason why I could tell is because they got Carrie Underwood singing. Here's Kessler. Passing one across, cannot get to Bruick. I just think that's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie, but hey, there's other things going on tonight. This is the only place to be, though. Here's Kessler with it. Kessler, a shot save made by Siska. Taken there by David Posma. Posma leaves it for Fredericks. Here's Fredericks. Off the boards. Now taken Landon Gunderson. Gunderson fires it off the boards all the way down into the corner. Back behind the net, Siska will leave it. Puck's taken there by Trey Scott. Now Kusler will have it, the captain of this team. Kusler across Deputy. On now for De La Sala. Now Fredericks into the corner with it. Fredericks pokes one out. Pritchard off the boards. Out to center ice. It's taken there by Stupka. Gets it on over to Kenny and back. Stupka in his own zone. Or that's Kusler, rather. Excuse me. Kusler. Up center. Fires across De La Sala in the corner. Off the boards out to Deputy at the point. At the blue line, Kenny. Back Kusler. Kusler back to Kenny. 6 seconds left to go on the power play. Kenny back behind the net. De La Sala fires one back for Deputy. Deputy tipped right out in front and into the netting and out of play. Right there at full strength. And a little bit more. Hupka and De La Sala. And now Hupka's trying to pick a fight with Deputy. Boy, the rivalry is heating up right now, ain't it? Oh boy. So face-off will come right in front of the Musketeers bench after all that. Nicholas and Kocius at the face-off. Face-off's won. Here's Jones back into the corner. Jones on over for Pierre. Pierre gets it on to Marottati. Fires one down into the corner. Hansen will pick it up, the captain. Gets it back. Keefe for Gardula. Now puck's taken there by Pierre. Now here's Jones. A shot blocked in front. That's Hansen off the boards. Now Pierre keeps it in. Here's Pierre. A shot up high. Now it's Lieberman. Lieberman. Wraparound try was stopped there by White. Now here's Hansen off the boards. Pierre, another shot went wide. All right, they keep firing them, but they keep missing them. Here's Brady. They're at the blue line. Shahan will poke it through. Lieberman will take it into his own zone for Jones. Now he'll shoot one off the boards into the corner. Icing is called. 12:23 left to go here in this first period. Still a 0-0 game. Face-off will come to the left of Lucas Siska. Saganuk and Kocius at the face-off. Puck's taken back down ice immediately by Pierre. Here's Pierre up the right wing side. Taken there, though, by Martino. Here's Hupka back behind the net. Hupka gets it across. Here's Saganuk now with it. Saganuk fires one there to the blue line. That's Posma, rather, excuse me. Here's Martino now with it. On for Strand. Now for Saganuk in the corner. Saganuk. Right out in front, Martino. Taken there by Brennan. Now he'll go back the other way with it in a foot race with Hupka. Hupka gets it to Martino off the board. Strand wasn't ready for it. Now it's Jones who flips it one back in. Behind the net, White will leave it. White gives it for Hupka. Hupka on across for Loftus. Now Van Tassel in a battle for it. That's Jeffress now with it. Jeffress off the boards. Omaha takes it back. That's Jones now for Van Sickle. Van Sickle off the boards. Court whacks one in. And a scramble for there at center. Now it's taken there by Fitzgerald. Here's Fitzgerald. The shot went wide. In the corner, Jeffress. Now taken there by Kroll. Jones back behind the net. Taking it is Jeffress. Here's Jeffress now for Elger down there in the corner. Jeffress on for Court. Across to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on to Court. Right there for Kessler, rather. Excuse me, Kessler. In the corner, right out in front. Jeffress shot save made by Siska. And Van Tassel couldn't handle the rebound. Now Court will try and keep it in. Jeffress with a whack at it. Now Court comes up with it again. And a scramble for. Here's Jones back behind the net for Kroll. Here's Kroll. Long toss for Elger. Elger on across for Jones. Here's Jones on for Fredericks. Fredericks shot save made by White. Court picks it up. There's Court with it. Court up the right wing side. Fires one down into the corner where Lieberman will pick it up. He's there with Pritchard, but it's Lieberman who comes up with it. Now a battle for it back towards the net. That's Lieberman, Pritchard, and now it comes out for Fredericks. Two Moneros there, though, for Jacobs. Jacobs gets slammed by Slies. Now that's Deputy back behind the goal. Deputy down there for Posma. Posma right out in front. Slies, nice stop. Now here comes Hansen back the other way. It's going to be 1-on-4. He'll just dump it in, though, into the corner where Siska will leave it for Scott. Now here's Slies all the way there at the blue line. And boy, he's kind of taken down there by Hupka. Hupka's stick got caught in his it lies as paraphernalia. Now it comes out for Hupka, across for Keefe. Now here's Gardula. Gardula now for Shahan to the blue line, across Hupka. Down there in the corner. Slammed up against the boards. Here's Scott. Back in the corner for it is Posma. Posma back for Scott in the corner. Puck taken there by Hupka. They're at the blue line. Now down into the corner with it. It is indeed Kocius. Kocius around the boards, out for Pierre. Pierre on now for Court. Court for Gardula. Gets it on to Loftus. Loftus fires one down, back behind the net. Taking it there is Kroll. There's Kroll up the left wing side. Now Saginaw could have a shot on it. Instead, it's Martino for Saginaw. Shot stop made by Sizka. Now Saginaw right there out front. It's still loose. It's taken their Strand for Saginaw in front. Shot was stopped by Sizka. Now it could be Pierre. He'll flip it out to center ice where Loftus will keep it in. Martino picks it up for Court. Here's Court back to Martino. Back for Court. Court behind the net. Right out in front. It goes to Saginaw. Saginaw across to Loftus. Here's Loftus. Gets it to Saginaw. Saginaw on now for Court. Here's Court. A shot went wide. 7:45 left to go in this first. We're still at a 0-0 game. Here's Martino down there in the corner. Strand will have it. On out Loftus. All for Court. A shot. Scores! Sam Court! The Muskies have a 1-0 game! Whoa, baby! Good golly, Miss Molly, he's done it. Sam Court. That's his 6th goal on the year, and he's made it a 1-0 game. Time of the goal is going to be 12:25. Muskies win the faceoff from Kessler. Here's Fitzgerald. Fires one down, and Siska will cover it up. 7:27 left to go in this first. It's a 1-0 lead. We'll be back. Crap. Well, I was trying to show the ad, but then it decided to crash. So, yeah, face-off will come to the right of Siska. Face-off's won. That's Jones now with it. Fudge. I can't with this phone. All right, here we go. Here's Jeffress. Off the boards with it. Back in for Jones. Here's Jones off the boards. On now for Kenny. Taking there to Monero. In the corner. Off the boards. That goes out to center ice for Lieberman. On now for Jones. Here's Jones off the boards. Around it goes. Kessler for Fitzgerald. Back for Tumanero. Now it comes out for Jeffress. There's a firing shot that went off the glass. Alger. Now for De La Sala. And it's blocked there by Kessler. Here's Posma. Shot stopped by White. Here's Van Tassel off the boards. Out to center ice. Picking up is De La Sala. On there for Brennan. And a huge trip there by Tumanero. He just sort of tripped the guy and didn't get called. Thank God. Ooh, and then there's another hit on Kessler. Boy, oh boy, this is getting real dirty now, ain't it? It is New Year's Eve after all. So, but there is going to be a penalty on the Muskies. So that'll be Omaha's second power play of the night. And going to the box is Landon Gunderson. We'll be back in another 30 seconds.
With this high-powered 30 caliber rifle, we're going to try to blast them with this master lock Model 15. We blew a half-inch hole clear through, but the master lock still holds tight. We want to hold on to what you've got. Insist on genuine master lock, known for being tough under fire.
Welcome back, everybody. 1-0 Muskies have the lead, but it's going to be Lancers here on the power play, and that's not going to be good, obviously. Omaha's second power play of the night. But you know what? The Muskies were able to kill it just fine the first time. They can do it now, I can tell you that. Let's see if they can. Face-off will come to the left of A.J. White. He's looking pretty darn good in his first start at home. Now, as you know, over the last 5 days I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia for the Peach Bowl. There's going to be a whole video on that. A whole video on that. In fact, it's going to be a kind of a documentary, not really, type of thing. Like, I'm basically going to show photos and clips and just tell you about them. So that video will be coming out Friday, January 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern time after the $1 Million Drop live at 7. Because the Muskies don't play that Friday night. So, perfect opportunity to see some great programming here on RVN. Here's Deputy back around the boards. That one will roll out to Kusler. Kusler there at center. Kusler rolls up the right wing side. Gets it on for Kenny. Now Hansen will pick it up. Hansen will flip it down the length of the ice. Siska is going to leave it for the captain, Kusler. Behind the net. Kusler leaves it for Alger. Here's Alger up the left side. Puck's taken out there. Posma. Now another nice clear. As Siska will leave it. Now puck's taken there by Trey Scott. Oh, but Stupka could have a break. Oh, but Hupka just gave him a little cross check and knocked him away from his path. Siska, long toss for Alger. Alger now for Brennan. Brennan. Nice moves, gets it out to the point for Posma. 24 seconds left to go on the power play. Posma out for Slice, on for Brennan, on over for Alger. Alger down there to Loftus. There's Loftus. A nice toss out to Siska. He'll come out and leave it for Posma. He'll take it. 4:17 left to go in this first. It is a 1-0 lead for Sioux City. Here's Posma up the left wing side. And just like that, we're back in full strength. And Hansen with a clear, not very far, out to center ice as Jones picks it up. On for Nick Pierre. Here's Pierre up the left side. Back for Jones. Jones gets it out to Kocius. He'll leave it down into the corner. Van Sickle will pick it up. On for Hansen. Hansen tipped by Saganuk. Now it's a foot race. Lieberman picks it up. Lieberman around the boards. And a scramble for. They're going to poke at it a few times. Still can't get it free. Now they do. It comes out to Court. Oh, but he loses control of it. Although Strand will pick it up. Now it's Pierre rather, excuse me, off the boards. Out for Keefe. Keefe. Now for Strand into the corner. Icing.
Fans, let's head to section 106 from Prime Time Promotion.
All right, who would like a free prime rib dinner? All right, every time we score tonight, somebody will win from Prime Time Steak and Chop House in Detroit. Our first winner, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, you just won a prime rib dinner from Prime Time.
Face-off will come to the right of A.J. White. Saganuk and Slice at the face-off. Here's Fredericks, a shot stopped by White. Now here's Saganuk with it. Gets it back for Court behind the net. Now on Martino with it. Martino on to Saganuk. Saganuk off the boards. That one will roll down into the corner. Kroll will have it. Here's Kroll. Into the corner. Stupka off the boards. Keefe will put it down into the corner. On Kroll will have it. Here's Kroll. Gets it now to Slice. Back behind the net, AJ White. He'll play it to Fitzgerald. Now for Shahan. Here's Caden Shahan. See if he can score a couple tonight. Hasn't scored any since his return, but of course that was just Friday night when he returned. That actually, while he was gone, moved him down to a tie in second place in terms of goals. In fact, the next person has 20, so in first. So he's going to have to get a hat trick, of course, to, you know, bump that up. He's done it before. He can do it again. 2 minutes left to go here in this first. Lieberman will pick it up. Lieberman. Now taken there by Nicholas. Here's Gardula with it. Gardula off the boards for Loftus. Loftus. Gardula wasn't paying attention and let it go to Stupka. Here's Stupka, gets it on to Brennan. Brennan, a shot went wide. Now Stupka, a shot off the skate of Shahan. Now Nicholas there at the blue line. Stupka picks it up, but getting a poke at it was Hupka. Hupka, but Pozemont gets it. Hupka with it again. Here's Hupka, gets it on Shahan for Nicholas. On Loftus, a shot went wide. Taking it there is Nicholas. Into the corner. Oh, a huge hit on Kusler. Now that rolls out to Loftus. Now Hupka fires one off the board. 60 seconds left to go. Thank you. I guess. Oh, lordy lord. Here's Henderson now with, or Gunderson rather, excuse me. Gunderson. Back for Pierre. Here's Pierre. And he loses control of it, but picks it up. Here's Jones now with it. Jones. Jones poked up off the glass for Elger. Now Keefe back behind the net. Keefe. On for Gunderson. Gunderson now in for Pritchard. Back behind the net, Deputy down to 11 seconds left to go. That one will be taken behind the net by Lieberman. Down to 5. Deputy will have it to 2. Deputy long, well, not really a long toss to Lieberman, but either way, it ends this first period. Muskies 1-0 lead on the goal by Sam Court, his 5th on the year. Other USHL games, Tri-City leads Lincoln 1-0 with 13:43 left to go in the second. Waterloo is leading Dubuque 3-2 with 4:44 left to go in the second. Des Moines leads Sioux Falls 2-1 with 4:38 left to go in the second. And then, of course, our game. NHL scores for today/tonight as we are in the early evening hours here on this New Year's Eve. Excuse me. NHL scores. Senators lead the Sabres 5-1 with 4:20 left to go in the third. Nice. Penguins lead the Islanders 2-1 with 6:09 left to go in the third. Canadians are leading the Lightning 2-1 with 4:50 left to go in the second. Stars lead the Blackhawks 1-0 with 4:56 left to go in the first. The Avalanche lead the Sharks 1-0 with 7:42 left to go in the first. The Flyers lead the Flames 1-0 with 5:32 left to go in the first. Oilers and Ducks tied up at 1 with 5:14 left to go in the first. The Jets beat the Wild earlier today 3-2, and then the Bruins beat the Red Wings 5-3. NBA scores. I thought it had updated. There we go. Pelicans lead the Lakers 86-74 with 6:11 left to go in the third. Thunder lead the Knicks 69-65 with 7:44 left to go in the third. Celtics lead the Spurs 96-68 with 3:51 left to go in the third. Kings are leading the Grizzlies 34-29 at the end of the first. And the the Suns lead the Magic 35-23 with 11.5 to go in the first. And then the Hawks beat the Wizards earlier today, 130-126. I completely forgot about NFL scores. In fact, we're going to pull those up right now. Week 17 officially. It is in the NFL. Right now, the Packers and the Vikings are tied up at 0 with 9.5 to go in the first quarter. The Bills beat the Patriots earlier today, 27-21. The Bears beat the Falcons, 37-17. Colts beat the Raiders, 23-20. Rams beat the Giants, 26-25. Cardinals beat the Eagles, 35-31. Saints beat the Buccaneers, 23-13. 49ers beat the Commanders, 27-10. Jaguars beat the Panthers, 26-zip. Ravens beat the Dolphins 56-19. Texans beat the Titans 26-3. Steelers beat the Seahawks 30-23. Broncos beat the Chargers 16-9. Chiefs beat the Bengals 25-17. Thursday night, the Browns beat the Jets 37-20. And last night, the Cowboys beat the Lions 20-19. And then, of course, there's no Monday night game this week because that got moved to Saturday last night. So, yeah. College hoops. There was only 3 games on. They all took place earlier this afternoon, but there still was college hoops. And the top 25 action. Oh, no college football bowl games today, too, unfortunately. But college hoops, Oklahoma beat Monmouth 72-56. Stanford beat Arizona 100-82. And Ole Miss beat Bryant 95-78. We're going to take a break. Second period of play. Stay tuned.